My name is Haman, and I've basically been living in my co-op ever since I first came to Canada. Growing up in a co-op, I was in a situation where I got to be surrounded by people with varying degrees of ability, diversity, and impact. And I noticed that outside of the community that I had in this co-op, I didn't really get that sense of diversity a lot. I myself struggle a lot in the types of access I had to opportunity and the types of experiences I could share with my peers. And as isolating an experience that is, especially throughout the pandemic, we're not alone. There's many of us who are experiencing the same type of lack of community sensation. And it's one of the reasons housing is very important to me. I come from a low-income family. I grew up here as an immigrant. And without that security of housing, that 10-year-old who first came to Canada, who is able to thrive and has these accomplishments and these impacts that he's made in the community, I think that's unimaginable in today's Toronto. I had the privilege of serving on the CHFT board, where of all the people who are talking about building new housing, we were the ones actually doing it. As one of the largest land trusts in the entire country, we have the land and the projects to build actual affordable housing versus the politicians. And it was really nice being able to see firsthand and be part of solving a very large problem within the community. A community that genuinely cares, that is genuinely committed, and is able to mobilize for the face of residents here in Toronto and co-ops here in Toronto. Serving on the board at the CHFT, I got to see firsthand what happens when an organization is intentional about diversity and inclusion. It was the first time I was seeing people like me all surrounded in the boardroom, intergenerational, and that intentionality, I can tell you, is infectious. And it's that kind of infection that was able to help my own organization and the learnings that I was able to bring into my own organization to help create a movement in the last Toronto municipal election to help get 2 community members from underrepresented communities elected. I got into a small bike accident here in Toronto, got me to reflect on life and the kind of change I wanted to make in the community. And I realized to create permanent change, that's really in policy and politics, which is why I wanted to pick up law. And that's what I'm going to be studying starting this fall. The priority is empowering members of the community to be democratically engaged, to put their names down, people from underrepresented and underserved communities. And that's what I want to prioritize, and that's what I'm continuing to do through my studies here in law.